fun shoot today, okay? So I'm using the Stella Reflex on the extension cord. Battery is in my pouch. I never use these pouches. I think this was my Pro Photo pouch for the A10s or whatever. But I put the battery in here and just have the cord. It's so lightweight, even the battery. And this, to hold this is like nothing. So I use the dome, the medium, and the spot, and just shot it with the remote. Now you can use the Pro Photo remote, the Godox remote, the Ellen Chrome remote. I don't know what else, but it worked great. This was so much fun. I love this setup. It is just a blast to use. And you know, the nice part is going from, you know, putting the LED on for the spot so you know where you're pointing it, and then going right into video. Like, I had to do this shoot. It was before and after for a tanning, spray tanning. So I figured, you know, why not do a little shoot prior to it, get some fun shots, and then go right into the tanning. And then I was able to do the video with the dome and just hold it and just do the video. It was fantastic. Let's get to the shoot because you're really gonna love this. And I still love these things. Anyway, by the way, I think, I could be wrong, but I think there's a 25% off these, the double pack or something, or 2-kit unit. If there is, I'll leave the link below. You get 20% off with me anyway. So either way, you know, if you want one of these or two of these, I highly recommend these. You know how much I use them. And I definitely use them for location stuff all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching as always, and let's get to the video.
Now, I've done quite a few videos on the StellaPros, and I really wanted to give you an idea on how I use these in the field and sometimes in the studio like this. Handheld is so much fun. You know, I know with the Leica, it would be more of a pain, but with the Nikon ZF, the autofocus, this is so easy to, you know, shoot with one hand and hold the light with the other. And I can control it all the time. It's like if I want to make a minor move to left or right, I don't have to go over to a light stand and so forth. I can just move it, especially with the spot. Now, what's special about these is when you're using them, you can set the constant power, the constant light to a lower level so you're not wasting battery. You can set it to, you know, to 100 lumens just so you can see where the light's going. And then set your flash at full power or whatever power you want independently of your constant light. This makes it so much easier to use, especially when you're using the Fresnel lenses, you know, because I have light coming in the studio, and aiming a Fresnel lens on a tight spot, like the spot, instead of the medium or the wide, even the medium, like you need to see where the light's going. So I just dial it up a little bit. It doesn't hurt their eyes, but this is the kind of effect you can get. You know, I wanted that the rim of the light, that arch of the light, to go to her forehead or her hairline, you know, to give that look. This is the kind of stuff I love doing, the creative lighting like this. It's just a lot of fun. And again, handheld, those little minor adjustments that you can make instantly, it's so much easier than putting on a light stand. And, you know, because your model's moving constantly, you're moving, so handheld is just the way to go for me for this type of shooting. But creativity, oh my gosh, like, it's unbelievable. Now, I'm shooting at ISO 100. I'm at f4, and I think the shutter, the flash sync speed is 200 on the Nikon ZF. That's some pretty powerful light. You know, I'm not getting any kind of ambient light mixed in with this whatsoever. If it is, it's just so minor, it's not going to make a difference. But the look, the creativeness you can get with these, it's just endless. It is so much fun. It takes a little while to get used to these. It takes some practice to get used to these, because it's not just a regular strobe or a regular LED. It can be used that way, obviously, but, you know, using this in mixed mode and hand holding it, you know, it's going to take a little bit of practice, but boy, when you hit, it's just everything. Now, if I'm using the dome and I'm at this distance, I'm at ISO 200 to 300, somewhere around there. I'm wide open, and again, you know, 200ths of a second, obviously. But it's still giving me great light, and it's giving me great coverage. That's why I love these lights so much. You know, I can do whatever I want with them. Whether I'm in constant mode at 9,000, if I want to immediately go to a quick video, I just, turn it on the constant and crank up the constant power. But, if I'm shooting at 9,000 lumens, I think I can get a full 40-minute, 50-minute shoot. If you're just using these in strobe with that lower power just to aim the light, you'll never run out of a battery. It's just not going to happen during a shoot. But if you have two batteries, with one head, you can use constant and the strobe and never worry about running out of battery power. That I can promise you. I have 3 batteries. I have 3 heads, and I have 1 spare battery, I believe. I've never used the spare on a shoot. I mean, I've never had to swap out a battery on a shoot. Now, medium spot and the regular spot, I like these two the best. I think I have a wide. I just don't think I use it very often, because if I'm using something like this, I want that look. But what I did find is I was constantly thrown off by how powerful or how blown out the photos were when I went close, and I'm stopping down to f5.6 at ISO 100. It's kind of shocking for an LED strobe like this. This is the only light on the market that has this kind of flexibility with the Fresnel lenses, the modifiers, and so forth. The dome is a really nice modifier, in my opinion. I like it. It gives me full coverage. But I find myself using the Fresnels more, especially if I'm shooting outside. This light outdoors on a bright sunny day is going to fill in your shadows. There's no question about it. It's really that powerful. At 18,000 lumens, you can imagine. And I don't think there's any other LED that's this small, this compact, this portable on the market that offers you this much for the price. Well, I can't even say for the price, because there's nothing really like this out there. They did a great job with this. The original one, I didn't like that much because you had to plug it in to get the full power out of it. And what use is that if you can't get full power on the battery? This new battery offers you the full 9,000 lumens and a full 18,000 lumens in flash mode, in strobe mode. There's all kinds of little features that are extra on this. You just have to you actually have to read the manual to understand them, but they're there if you need them. I just use this like this. I set the power of the constant light independently, so I dial that down to 100 or 200 lumens, and then I set the flash power to full, so it's not blinding the model, and the shots are usually just stunning. I still screw up sometimes, because remember, this takes a little bit of practice getting used to. But when you can get this kind of light and these kind of photos off a little handheld unit like this, and with this much fun, it's so worth it. I'm going to leave the link below. You get 20% off no matter what when you put it in your cart. But if you're interested in these, it's a good time to buy them. Thanks for watching.